Hi everyone, can you hear me now? Hi Florence, you are welcome. Sorry for the inconvenience for the first time. Thank you. So we are waiting for Michi, then we can start. Thank you for having patience with us. Thank you. Anyway, can someone tell me how his or her day is going? How is the weather? Are you enjoying? Thank you. I'm fine. Cindy, how are you too? Oh, Margaret, sorry about that. Oh, Florence, I hope you win today's session because then you have been the first person to win our first edition here. Yeah, Explore TV. The weather is cool here. Okay, cold here. All right, that's nice. Oh, thank you. And
Thank you, Lily. There you are. Hi, darling. Ooh, don't do that, network. Hi, Lily.
hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you yourself. Thank you so much.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, I know. I've been so busy. I don't even know, but well, we are here finally. It's good to see
Oh,
you.
it's part of growing, right?
Yes.
Nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. And hi, everybody. So, Lily, what are we talking about today?
Um, well, today I think we are discussing what the Reflow's ladies talked about this week, which is how to seduce a man. So, so I will leave you to talk, then I would add I will pick it from each girl's point of view. Then we will do the quiz, then we select the winner. So yeah.
I don't want to, but you didn't win via in the comments. So, fastest fingers first. Good luck to everybody. Let's go. Explore TV. Lily.
Yeah, Michi. So I will just allow you to talk about the topic of board. Then after that, I talk from each girl's point of view. There are five girls. Then I will talk
Okay.
about what I think about the topic. Then we do the quiz. So yeah, the floor is all yours now.
So, so,
Thank
so we're talking about how to seduce your man.
you. Yes.
I'm too excited about the topic.
Oh.
Well, I did have several discussions with the REFLO'S ladies, about this topic, and it was epic. Like, I feel like girls don't really know what they are doing. They feel they are sexy, but they are not sexy. You know, seduction is like a state of mind. So
Yeah.
that's up here, and it moves down there. You get it? I'm seducing you already. Be careful in the comments. You know, don't let your man come home and you have tied wrapper. It's the biggest deal breaker of seduction. See that wrapper that you have been tying? You are overdoing it at this point. Like, find some transparent lingerie or something, surprise him. I mean, shock him. Let him come home and, you know, do something over. Man, you should be able to figure out what your man likes. Communication is key. Lily, communication. People are in relationships and marriages and they don't know how to seduce their partners.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to initiate the action. I don't know if you've noticed, like, I've talked to a lot of married people and they don't seem to know what they are doing.
Yes, I think cultural difference is part because in Africa, like the tradition
Mm-hmm.
made more like it's like, so most women don't know these things, like
So
they are not
everybody's
learning
just
they don't know
closed up
anything
and
about it.
nobody wants to talk.
Yes,
Why are you
because she
together
thinks if
if
she
you
makes a
cannot talk
move,
about the most intimate things?
yes, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, not trying to be disrespectful, but if men of God do the thing, though you
They
can't
do it
say,
more even.
okay, Salon Priscilla says they should learn how to lick some things. Oh, yes, you are very right. Some people think it's custard. You see the way babies dig into baby food, some people just manhandle areas that should not be handled without
Yes.
care. So I totally agree with that. They'll learn, don't worry. They'll totally learn. So when it comes to seduction, I think it's a natural thing. Like I said, first is the state of the mind. Eventually, just find the character. Beyonce says she's Sasha Fierce. Like, find a persona, find an alter ego. Like, you know, when your man comes home, it should be your personality in the night, or, you know, I mean, your quiet time, your alone time with him should be different from who you are during the day. So you come and meet me selling jollof, wearing my boxer shorts and my big t-shirt looking dirty. And in the evening, if you see the way I switch up, you'll be surprised I'm the same jollof seller. I switch up for no reason right now because I'm single. I'm still switching. I'm practicing so that when I get a man, I can upgrade. But the girls had a lot to say about this too. Let's do a recap.
All right, so Michi, I'll do that. Then it will be easier for us all. All right, so I incline more with womanist all the time and chat girls. So I'll start with them, then I'll dive into Maverick and Miss Candid and Bali. So for
Okay.
African womanism, even if as a womanist, they believe that their womb creates the next generation, and with them,
Mm-hmm.
there's a slight difference between a womanist and a feminist.
Mm-hmm.
Although feminism in its entirety is not a bad movement, but the earlier scholars or the earlier proponent of the theory made it look like it's a fight against men, which is not that. It's about
Mm-hmm.
fight for equal rights. But how they made it look like society exists
Yeah.
to dismantle the patriarchal society one way or the other, making it look like women feminists are men haters. But that's not actually what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But with African
Mm-hmm.
womanists, they believe that yes, there should be a structure in a home. There should be a man. There should be a woman.
Yes.
But your role
Yes.
as a man shouldn't conflict mine as a woman. You shouldn't prevent me
Yeah.
from being like the best version of myself or whatever I want to
Mm-hmm.
be. So yes, they believe that
Mm-hmm.
the next generation is depends on their womb, they are nurturing, motherhood, sisterhood, but that should not undermine her as a woman that the kitchen or giving birth is your place.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
per that, a womanist should be able to sex. People think it's all about sex, but it's not all
No.
about sex. Even to get, men by nature are egoistic, like they have ego. So, how to it's not only just about sex, but even how to get the man do things. For instance, one of my friends, he's a very brilliant guy. So yesterday I was talking to him and he was like, one of the friends did something, and I was like, okay, are you going to forgive?
Mm-hmm.
Then I came again. I was like, oh, don't you think if you forgive people, you heal yourself even more than the people? Because if you are holding grudges in your heart, you are rather
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it, hurting yourself. Then he
Yourself,
was like,
yes.
yeah, 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 it's true. You are right. So in this scenario, these are two scenarios. One, I told him that forgive the person. He said, no, I hate it when women tell me what to do. Then I came back again, twisting it that, oh, I think when you forgive people, it helps you to heal better. Then he accepted it. So it's these
Mm-hmm.
are I seduced him, but not just in
There's different
sexual
ways to go
form.
about it.
So that is
Mm-hmm.
the point Church Girl came from, trying to say that it's not always about sex, but about intellectual conversation. And I will recommend this book by Robert Greene, Art of Seduction. It's a powerful
Yeah.
book. It's about how women we have so much power. There is so much to us, but sorry, we don't know it. You don't need to even have sex with a man to get him do everything. If you want a
No.
mansion, if you are intellectually sound, you can manipulate him. Well, and
Of
Bobby and
course.
Maverick, of course, they understand that aside all these things, God, in His own wisdom, after He created the man, He noticed it's not good for the man to live alone. So if God
Mm-hmm.
noticed it was not good for the man to live alone, I'm not the one to come and tell you it's good for the man to live alone. So he made the man fall into a deep sleep. Out of the man's rib, he created the woman.
The woman.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and even for you to create the next generation is through sex. So, I mean, they tackle it from that aspect that you are going to live with this person for, if you are married, forever till death do us apart. It can't always be one way, or it can't always be like the man is always
It's
making
got to
it.
be.
You have to
I
spice
think I
things up.
actually commend Church Girl for being so open minded about this topic.
Yes,
I was
yes. So
expecting something else, but kudos to Church Girl.
look at it from the two aspect that yes, sexually true, aside that there are other things, even how you talk to a man. Some women are very rude. I'm not
Respect,
saying
yeah.
that go and when we say submission in its entirety, I think people have done us more harm than good, because as soon as you hear
Mm-hmm.
submission, most women think it means go and lie down for the man to step on you.
Yeah,
No,
like
submission is not
slavery
about that.
sort of. Yeah.
It's not about that. It's like in a form of respect, but respect is earned. If you respect the man, he will respect you automatically. But
Mm-hmm.
if you think being submissive means go and lie down, then no, sorry, that is being dumb. But submission means mutual respect. You respect him, he respects you back. So Miss Candid picked it from all these points of view
Angles, yeah. Mm-hmm.
about sex. It can't always be about
Mm-hmm.
intellectual conversation, your character, your behavior, your
Mm-hmm.
attitude, your habits.
All
So
contributes,
all these
right?
points, yes, yes.
You can't be
So
doing the wrong thing and trying to make him
no, not at all.
seduce him later in the night. The
Yes.
mood doesn't match.
Which you are right. That's 100% right. So then maybe I personally will talk from my point of view what I think about this topic, though.
Yeah,
Although
I'm
I'm
waiting for
more
your point of view. Save it for the last. Save the best for the last. I'm waiting for
well.
Maverick point of view.
Well, okay. For me, I think it's very important. And I think that women should be well informed because the traditional notion of what a woman should be is gradually shifting away. Gone were the days whereby when you call for a mechanic or an engineer, you will see a man. These days, when you call for a mechanic, you will see a woman. Like
A
there is
woman.
a high percentage of possibility that you will see a woman.
Mm.
Being a good cook alone is not enough, or thinking you are sexually attractive alone is
Yeah.
not enough. Um, when Kamala was sworn into office, she said, while
Mm-hmm.
she may be the first, she certainly wouldn't be the last. And she urged every young girl to dream beyond imagination. And
Try to
I
get
personally
that.
think that whatever your mind can conceive, you can have it. You create your We create our future, we create our life. Your thought becomes you. Your thought is a reflection of who you are.
You are.
And if you are thinking negative thoughts, sorry, it will reflect in your being. If you are thinking
Mm-hmm.
positive, everything we see around came out of creation, which is thought. Somebody thought,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I can do YouTube,
Yes, I can do this.
Lily will be wherever I'm live. So to me, I even think more than knowledge, because after imagination is when you have the knowledge to quell down your thoughts and ideas to have the reality. The thoughts are like a blueprint, and
Yeah.
your the product is the main thing. So everything happens twice: the blueprint and the actuality.
And
So
the
all that I'm
action.
saying is that as the world is moving so fast, that as a woman you cannot limit yourself to, oh, maybe I know how to cook, so oh, the man will like me. No, you will know how to cook. A minister will your man. It's as simple as that. Because
Yeah.
men want something more than just being a good cook. Now, the best chefs in the world are men. So you
Mm-hmm.
cannot tell me that
Mm-hmm.
being a good
Mm-hmm.
cook as a woman automatically means that your partner or your marriage will stick, will um, be solid. As a woman, you should be able to be different things at different times. If it's about intellectual conversation, you should be there.
You
If it's
should
about
be there.
anything, you should be
All
in.
round.
You should
Yeah.
make it a point to know a little bit about everything. But I said it that I don't want to be in a situation whereby, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And people are, since you don't to manipulate your mind, start saying, oh, this girl, she's dumb, she doesn't know anything. And sometimes, because where we are coming from, we also don't like to read, you will not go back to check if the information or the data they gave you
Right.
is
Yeah.
right. Then you go and say it somewhere and you look very stupid. So I will urge any woman, whether you are a church girl, whether you're a maverick, whether you're a
Mm.
scholar, whatever be the case, it's not just limited to that. There is more to life than just being a good cook, being
Oh, it's smart indeed. It's
intelligent,
a
being
whole
brilliant.
package.
You have to learn, you have to study the kind of person you are with. And
Mm-hmm.
broader than that, it's about how to, not, I don't want to say manipulate, but it's about how to get your man, even everyone around you, to get
Mm-hmm.
things done for you, things you would want to do or things you would want. So if being it sex, being it money, anything you want from the man, you would have to learn his language. People have different languages. People, some men, to them seduction means you can have intellectual conversation with them.
Intellectual
Some
conversation.
men, to them, with doggy next time wild and crazy. That doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
you're at fault, but information now is all over the world, and the one with the most information is the one who will proceed to the next stage of life. To some men, being able to come up with wild ideas that, oh, maybe what if we try to do this business, that
Mm-hmm.
to them is their
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
seduction. So you, as the woman, you have to study the man in question and know the areas that he gets excited more. You
And
use that as a
fulfill it.
leverage and tread on that.
Yeah.
Life is all about leverage, because trust me, starting from the basics is very is not easy. I can have the technical know-how, I can have the knowledge, But someone, for instance, my company I work in, Reflows has given me this platform to be here to talk to everyone about this. I would have
Everyone,
had the
yeah.
knowledge, but I wouldn't have the platform. But in this case, Reflows or Reflow Company Limited is my leverage to express what is within me to the world. So
To the
life is
world.
all about taking leverages. Like you have to that is not being an opportunist, but you have to be at the right place at the right time. Steady people know what they like, then use it to your advantage and to their advantage, because at the end of the day you are doing what they like, so both of you are rather winning. It's not like a win-lose situation, it's a win-win situation. So that is my point about this topic, that it's not just about
Lily for
being sexually
president.
attractive but in all aspects. So thank you.
I love that. That was so deep. That was in depth. I really, really like that. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Lily for those tips.
So Michi, I'm sure now you would want to speak to them about what you think about the topic. Then maybe we take some comments from people. Then we later drop the quiz questions. Then the winner, and the good thing about today's winner is that the person would have been the first person to win the maiden edition of our YouTube live, because this is the first time we are having YouTube live. So,
I
and 500 cities is
see.
no joke. I even want to win, but I cannot
Kelly,
win.
weekend cash.
I really want to win that, but I cannot win that because we are the ones setting the question. So,
Yeah.
because I also need 500 cities very urgently.
Hey, please. Don't let us fight over the prizes like we almost did the last time. I'm actually
All
reading
right,
through the.
Michi. So the floor is all yours. So thank you.
I like how everybody is attentive and enjoying the conversation, guys. If this is the maiden edition of a YouTube live, you guys are the real MVPs. Ressa, you again.
Ressa, you can't win. Sorry. You can't win. That's the thing. You can't win.
Someone said we
I'm
didn't
sorry.
discuss Maverick and who? Oh, I lost that comment.
Oh, okay. I think I did, but if the person wants me to repeat it, I can just repeat it. Then we can proceed. So when you watch
Those,
Maverick's video,
yes.
Maverick is an embodiment of she tackled more about the sexual aspect. So if you watch her video, she brought this temperature like an emergency.
I'm not surprised.
Like an emergency, like there is an emergency here, someone's son is dying.
I
So
know, right?
she also even spoke about the fact that it's not all about sex, like we already made mention. But like I said, it's about learning the language of the person you are with and using that as a leverage to get what you want. The person will also be satisfied because you are doing what the person likes. So, of course, when people hear Maverick, they think Maverick will only talk about sexual aspects, but no, she didn't, because they are all intelligent ladies. Like just that they represent different things at different times. So yes, she spoke about even calling an emergency, an ambulance because someone's
Yeah.
child would die, but it's
Do you
not just
see why
about
I
that.
love Maverick? Straight to the point. We're not cutting corners. There's fire in the house, babe. Are you coming? All right. Okay. You guys, your comments are actually very, very detailed. That's nice. You're talking about discussing Barbie. No, we're not discussing Barbie. You go and watch. If we discuss all the points, that means we're taking the fun out of the video. Do we have any questions for Barbie's side? Barbie's opinions? Wow. I'm enjoying these comments.
If you are shy, start small. You want to know.
Small, I was just reading.
I'm paying Bible. Fine.
It's small.
Yes. Okay.
Resta doesn't give up.
No,
Now,
she doesn't.
now
She
she's
doesn't at
trying
all.
for her friend.
And I think because last week we didn't have the live session, I would just talk about last week topic too for some few minutes so that
Mm-hmm.
an idea of what they spoke about last week. And
Can you repeat? My line is breaking so bad.
um, um,
Okay. Salam for salam, Barbie. Go and watch Barbie's video.
um,
Tell her watch Barbie's video on YouTube. Come back and give us feedback. So seduction always have to lead to a man's attention.
yes, I think yes.
Like for a greater part of seduction. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it
Not just
doesn't, then
sexually
it
though. It
really,
looks like everybody's taking it as a sexual.
no.
And you've said that a million times. Not just sexually, seducing. You know, in a workplace, you can seduce your colleagues with your work ethic, or
Yes.
probably the way you handle stuff. You know, something like everybody's attracted to you because of this particular thing. Love is key. I'm enjoying the comments too much. What are you doing there, Lily?
Yeah, I'm looking for last week's topic. Then they can ask all their questions. Then we can drop the quiz. Then we can start. We can select the winner.
Okay.
Okay. So last week's topic was overcoming trauma.
Yeah.
Um, Overcoming trauma. I think Richie, you will have a lot to say about this.
Definitely,
You,
but I
yes,
keep that
you will
short.
have a
I
lot.
think
Yeah.
overcoming trauma, it depends on the level of trauma. I think staying calm is
Mm-hmm.
usually the best technique to
Mm-hmm.
cope, if I can put it that way. You know, staying calm, staying by yourself, meditation. Meditation
Mm-hmm.
is key. Meditation can be anything. It can just be you sitting here, thinking about
Mm-hmm.
nothing, listening to nothing,
Mm-hmm.
watching nothing, and saying nothing. It's just you, yourself, and the universe. At least have a moment with yourself. You know, you can
Mm-hmm.
indulge in some nature, but I usually don't like to speak for everybody because some people tend to cope with trauma or let's
Mm-hmm.
say PTSD, post, the symptoms of the trauma in several
Mm-hmm.
ways, dangerous ways.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
My best advice would be deal with it in silence. You know,
Yes.
someone says trauma relates to emotional stability. Miss Gladys.
Yes, with trauma, everyone has their own traumatizing story, one way or the other,
Mhm.
and everyone has a way of getting rid. Some prefer writing a book. That's how they get out their trauma.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some
yeah.
prefer to eat healthy. Some do some exercise. And like Michi
And
said,
some just
meditation.
go overboard.
Yes. But no
It's
matter the situation, you have to, everyone is traumatized one way or the other. A lot of things people don't want to talk about, and it's just between the person and God. They only know what's going on within them. But trauma, if not, if you don't overcome them one way or the other, it can kill you silently
true. True. I
because
agree.
it kills your inner joy. It kills,
Mm-hmm.
and what is within you is what you bring out.
Yeah.
And like I always say, trauma does not even help you show gratitude or appreciation to God and even people around
For
you.
life, yeah.
Because what trauma does is that instead of you to see that the cup is half full, you see it half empty. So it makes you very negative about things.
Mm.
But in this case, yes, the cup is half full, but one is viewing it from a different lens that, oh, the cup is half full. One is viewing it, oh, it's half empty. So who gets the best result? The one seeing it as half full because she knows that, oh, with a little effort or with some effort, yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
full. But if you think it's half empty, you've already even discouraged that how am I going to get it for?
Mm.
So one thing about trauma is that everyone is traumatized one way or the other, and
Every other, yeah.
it's a normal phenomenon for you to feel that, like your emotions sometimes will be hurt and all that, but you have to
Mm-hmm.
rise above it. And one key point, like Michi said, is about meditation. Woo, just
Just stay quiet.
letting your mind
That's
just be
it. Like,
stable, forget about everything, and woo, you are good to go. Some prefer to go to the gym, have some would also go to see the therapist and all that. Fine, but I know in our part of the world, seeing a therapist is not really
I
common.
really
So
wonder
let's say,
why, it's quite pathetic. I say 99.9 plus 1% of Ghanaians need
yes,
therapy at least once in their life.
exactly, yes,
Including me,
but I
like
don't even
I
know.
need therapy like from 3 therapists. But
Oh,
the
Michi,
minute you say, "Oh, I want to go for therapy," hey, I go, "Oh, what am I today?"
what about
It's the stigma behind going to a
yes,
therapist,
yes.
and we are all harboring all this pain and trauma, and no wonder people are killing people these days. Like,
Yes, people are
pain
just
is a pile up
traumatized.
of emotions and hurt. Normalize going to see a therapist. In fact, if you visit a therapist, take a picture in front of his office so we can all be motivated to go.
Yes, and even with trauma, how people are even raised. So I normally tell my friends that if you want to go out, if you want to date a guy, you should be interested about knowing how he was raised because a lot of people were not raised in love,
Yes,
and that
yes,
reflects how they will treat you. So, like Richie, like you said, people kill people not because they are cruel, but sometimes it's triggers. Maybe when he was growing up, he saw that thing. So as soon as he sees that, he thinks, "Oh, this girl is coming to just mess my life up,"
yes,
and he will kill you not because he's a cruel or he's a killer, but something has triggered his emotions and
yes,
he couldn't control it.
yes,
So I'll urge
yeah.
everyone here, if you want to be friends with people, try to know how they were raised, try to know their past. Then
Mm,
from then you can
mm.
understand why they behave in a
The
certain way
way they
sometimes
do.
and how to help them.
Mm-hmm.
So their approach to life is
It's
different and
different.
your approach to
Mm-hmm.
life might be different. But when you understand their foundation or where they are coming from, then you would know how to deal with them and even sometimes, like we said, seduce them because you will get a and that's what makes you a good friend, partner, a good sister, a good brother. So this alone should tell you that how people perceive life and how people see things is totally different.
It's really
So
different.
sometimes it's about getting to know how he or she sees it. Then that can give you a broader perspective to know how to deal with that person. So it's even good we spoke about this overcoming trauma because everyone here, one way or the other, is traumatized with something, be it financial, emotional, physical,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual, family. I mean,
Even the
everything.
beatings from our childhood, all those beatings
Yes,
are what caused the
yes.
trauma. You know, the African upbringing.
They beat us. So you think, oh,
That's the
Emma
beginning of
mental
the
math them.
trauma. uh,
Oh God.
mhm.
And these things
So
is
you see,
like mental
everybody
health.
shares the same opinion about the therapy.
Yes.
It's quite
What about them?
unfortunate,
Hey,
but we
what about
have to
them?
change.
What's like it's like it's like saying mental health is like a huge issue because as soon as you tell them you have some mental health issues, hey, what about them? Hey, now
Bipolar.
when you sound about them,
Hey,
what
shut
about
up, wow, what a country. Oh, but we'll learn. We'll learn. I think as time goes on, we are opening up to new experiences as a country. So I
Actually, you
hope,
said it perfectly, like about the beating from childhood. So yesterday
yes.
I went to a play park. Like sometimes on Fridays after class, after I go to sit at a playground to see the kids play over here.
Mhm.
And one they were playing football, so the ball hit one of the kids, and all of them came. Are you okay, Sophia? Like, what's wrong with you? Did it hit you? They stopped.
And they all came to look at her, right?
Yes, are you okay? They held the hand. Oh, sorry,
Oh.
sorry. So as I sat down, I was like, oh my God, this will not never happen in my country. Hey, yeah, man, bro, so fioko, fioko. But
I don't have money for coach.
no, but then I felt bad for myself. Yesterday, I was like, wow.
I
So
know.
right from childhood, we have traumatized because see, these
Yeah,
kids here,
highly
it was
traumatized.
not anything, but the way they all went to her, are you okay? Oh, stop the
Mm-hmm.
ball. Like, ah, and their parents
God.
were around, so it was not anything. But they all stopped. The way they all went to her, you
Mm-hmm.
could see
The
genuine
care
care,
and
like they
everything.
care. So I'm like, these are then from where we are coming from is like we are raised to survive. Like, hey, you have to survive, whether you like it or not.
Survival of the fittest.
So how can you go and tell your friend you are going for therapy? Are you mad? What about them?
Right?
Like,
But we need to
so
normalize going for therapy. I hope it
yes,
becomes a
yes,
trend, like just the way
yes.
other things have become a trend. I hope going to see a
Mhm.
therapist will become a trend. That would be
Yes.
really nice for a lot of people to release. Just
Like
like
Gladys said, someone assaulted me from childhood, and the woman said my nose was long like.
emotional damage.
And one thing about society is that they like insulting. This place,
Mm-hmm.
insult is a massive offense. If
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
assault someone, you can pay huge amount of money or you are going to
Yeah.
jail, like
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Because what insult does is that it lowers the person's self-esteem. It's
Self-esteem.
a psychological issue.
Mm-hmm.
You can be very strong, but if someone says you are not pretty, this
Mm-hmm.
girl is growing up thinking one, she's never
And
going
all
to
she
find a
thinks
man.
about
And
is
our
what the
society has also
person
make it
said.
look like if you don't
Yeah.
find a man, you are nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you can be the most gorgeous person, if you don't have a man, they don't respect you. So this child is growing up with, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not finding anyone. And it's even if she will find someone, she thinks the person is lying to her because from childhood they keep telling her you are not pretty, you are not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's true. People should be educated. Like once we are
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
please, don't insult people. It's not a good thing because it goes a long way to affect them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, where Jimmy Wong? Then the child
Yeah.
thinks, oh, everything I do, hey, doesn't mean I'm a fool. I don't have sense. So she will accept that reality because when
Yeah.
from age 0 to 7 your mind is blank, you don't have anything. So even Aristotle once said, show me a man and I'll show you a man at 7. So meaning from age 0 to 7 is when we are formed.
Mm-hmm.
Your community, your society, your household, because we are 80% of our environment we were born in. That's how come, sorry, if you see, mostly when you take two children, like you pick two kids, you can it's easier for you sometimes to tell where this child was raised, whether this child was raised in a residential
Yeah,
area or a slum area,
that's true.
because from that early age, you when you
You
came
can
to this
tell.
world, you don't know anything. Your mind is blank.
Mm-hmm.
So things
Mm-hmm.
you see, things you hear
Mm-hmm.
is what you normalize it. So if
Imprinted.
you keep
Yeah.
hearing you are stupid, you are a fool,
Mm-hmm.
you are a fool, you will never make it, you are stupid, you are not
Mm-hmm.
pretty, that becomes your reality,
Mm-hmm.
because that is your thought now. And so please, as we are all here, let's educate ourselves on that. That
Yeah.
it's not good for you to insult people, even
Mm-hmm.
if you think the person is even capable of controlling the mind,
Mm-hmm.
to lower the person's low self-esteem. And when you give birth to your child, 0 to 7, please say good things. Tell your child, look in the mirror, say to yourself, I am the most beautiful woman, I'm the most handsome guy, I am wealthy. You, Lily, you are wealthy. Like when I wake up, I look in the mirror and I say, you, Lily, you are wealthy. Anything you want, you can have it. And of course, there is no much difference between the rich and the poor. The thing is that the poor man thinks, oh, that's it, that is it, accepts any mediocre statement, any
Yeah.
oh, let me just accept this.
Mm-hmm.
The rich man says, no, I can do more
No,
to that.
I need to elevate.
Says to
Mm-hmm.
himself, keeps the mind positive all the time. He's not
Mm-hmm.
afraid to take risks. Even when he loses, he knows that, oh, when I try again, I will have
Mm.
it. So it's about your mindset, your mentality. And we understand where we are coming from. The way they train us is a different ball game. But
It's
thank
different.
God
It's very different.
we are now also growing to know.
Yeah. Let's aspire to be better than
Stop telling people
our
you are stupid.
parents. I mean, like, don't repeat a cycle. You know, if it was passed down from parent to parent, make it a point to not be that parent or
No,
not talk
not
to
at
your
all.
child in the same way you were spoken to. Very big
Yes.
on that.
And you all can have mantras to say, like for instance, if you wake up, you can say to yourself, my going in and my coming out is blessed. Anything I touch today is blessed. Wherever my foot shall step, I shall possess the land. I am born to be great. Like, because we are already coming from a lot of
Mm,
baggage, like
mm,
things they've already said to tell us that we not bibinidi, obviously that like these are some of the comments we hear. So already the child thinks, oh, you there, let me just accept anything. But hey, Bibini
yeah,
Ubetumia, there is no difference between Bibini and Brony. The difference is the mindset. The mindset. And we come back again. The white man sees a cup which is half and thinks it's half full. One person sees it and thinks it's half empty. So it's your mindset.
mm-hmm, yeah,
Is your mindset. So if you get your mindset right, you can, because even in the Bible, Jesus Christ said, if you have faith as a mustard seed, and mustard seed is very tiny, you can move mountains. So, and it's not just about having faith, it's about having unwavering faith. Because people
faith,
have faith,
yes,
but they doubt the faith. It's about having unwavering,
yeah,
like even in spite of challenges, you still have faith that this thing I will have it. And if
yeah,
you do that, you are good to go. Even things
mm-hmm,
that you never thought of will be coming your way,
yeah.
because of your mindset.
Your
Because
mindset, that is
your
very true.
it's like a magnetic force, and it's like energy. Energy is very
Mm-hmm,
contagious.
mm-hmm,
So what you think will attract those
yeah,
kind, the law of attraction. What you think
mm-hmm,
is what you attract in your life. So everyone should just make it a point. Yes, we all have traumas, but look at the other side of it. Work on yourself, and boom, you can start elevating yourself. Yes, Julia, I understand sometimes the children are very stubborn, but you see, one thing
Julia.
Martin Luther King said, one thing that hate cannot drive away hate. It's love that can drive away hate. So it's like paying evil for evil. Two wrongs never makes a right. So if the child is stubborn, you have to know how to talk to the child, get to know the child, get to understand even why the
Mm-hmm,
child is
mm-hmm,
behaving that way, get to understand why the child, because it's people don't stand up and act, they react from what their mind is telling them. You have
mm-hmm.
to get to understand the child, ask
Okay.
him why he or she behaves that, and if you think it's beyond you, please take the child to a therapist. You don't have to insult. The insult does not make the child stubborn. You see, one thing about us is that when we were growing up, they think, oh, if you beat the child rather ends up being what you never wanted it
Yep.
to be. Because
It
the
starts
child later
rebelling.
now becomes used to it that, oh, when I do this, and one of woman, they will just beat me.
Mm,
So, and now the body has adjusted to the beating, so he doesn't even feel the pain. So he will even do worse things, and you beat him. He doesn't care. He knows because already
mind,
his
yeah.
subconscious mind has been programmed that, oh, when I do this, my father will beat me. So he will do it. You beat him. She will not stop. You beat him. So it's the subconscious mind, please. So when you find that the child is stubborn, beating the child is not the way forward because you spoil the child like totally because his
Mm,
subconscious mind receives that
mm.
and he just does that. You have to sit him
That's all
down,
that,
ask him
yeah.
why he behaves that way because um most people are not aware of our subconscious mind, but our subconscious mind is what we subconsciously create, and that is what all the things we see around us is people's ability and power to control their subconscious mind. So you have to ask the child, what is wrong with you? Why do you behave that way? Do you think it's normal? When the child tells
Yeah.
you it's normal, then you should know there is a problem. It's not like
Yeah.
it's deliberate. Then you start seeking for
Mm.
help. Please don't
Oh,
beat
yeah.
them. No, beating them will spoil them. Talk to them and all that, but beating them continuously. Maybe one time you can beat them small, but it shouldn't be like a routine because that is total damage. That is it. Please, Julia, don't beat. Take him to therapy. Please, therapy doesn't mean we're about them.
Oh, tell them. I know, right? I'm just here enjoying the comments. I'm really enjoying the comments.
So if anyone has any question, they can drop it in the comment section. In the next 1 minute, I'll drop the questions for today's session, and the winner goes home with 500 CDs and one box of REFLO'S sanitary pads. Maybe I also want to be part of the contestants, though, but
Because like I feel left out.
oh god.
Next weekend, I'm taking the prizes home.
Yes, and GJ said something which is very true.
Yeah.
And you see, the truth of the matter is that well, in Africa, where we are coming from, the elder is always right, even if the elder person is wrong. So a child doesn't really have much right to talk because your mother is doing something bad. You cannot even say, "Mom, what you're doing is wrong." Most homes.
Mm-hmm.
So the truth of the matter is that sometimes we cannot change some of these things, but for instance, now I know, so I will make sure I will not repeat that. I will listen to my children's
Mm-hmm.
opinion. So it starts from us, the younger generation. You knew that this was the order of the day. It didn't help. So what are you doing? You have to make a deliberate effort to change that scenario. When you do that in your home, your child also grows up, have children, and then we change the story because sometimes dwelling on the old story changes nothing. We have to rewrite the story. We have to start a new story, which will change the old story because sometimes it's not these people have these are things they've formed in their mind all their lives. So changing it is not easy.
Yeah.
But
It's
since you are
difficult.
now
Mm-hmm.
aware, you have the mandate to do that in your family, in among your peers, when you give birth to your children, implement some of these decisions and some of these strategies so that at least
Mm-hmm.
no one has monopoly of knowledge. So if I know that maybe because there are things that your child knows that you as a parent and which you can testify, Majesty might know certain things that seriously you will never know. Because day in and day,
Mm-hmm.
these children are computer babies and their mind is very sharp.
Yeah.
So, as a parent, if your parent thought they were always right, what are you doing now? You also be a parent one
Mm-hmm.
day. So, 100%,
Yeah.
make sure you listen to your children. And Michi will tell you, she is a mother. There are certain things,
Mm-hmm.
there are times that she listened to the son, and it has really helped her one way or the other.
have to.
So that is what you should do. Because with our parents, we cannot change them. Like now, it's not even realistic.
But there are ways around it, Like I think I found a way around like
Mm-hmm.
dealing with my mom. I found a way to deal with her because once you try to correct her, and I'm your mommy, and I cannot advise you, and then the menopause will enter. But now I make sure like we're having a very fun conversation, and I chip it inside like a joke. And I see she takes it. She might flare up, but she'll call me again and she's like, hey, that thing you were talking about. Pride will not let her accept that she has accepted that she's wrong. Do you understand? So I think there are ways around it. Otherwise, like you said, don't do things that will, you should have a way around dealing with people. Definitely.
Yes.
Parents are like, after God, they are also our God. So you must always find a
Mm-hmm.
way to work with them in harmony.
Yeah. Yes, so Miji, I think thank you very much, and I will drop the questions. Then in the next
Yeah.
10 minutes, we'll be out of here. Uh, okay, so where do you guys want us to ask the questions from? IG or of course you guys know that it will come from REFLO'S TV. So oh
It's
god.
cool.
So I've never asked your audience these questions before. So I will ask them in a quick brief.
Rumble.
Because today is 500 CDs, I will not ask two questions. I'll ask three. And please make it a point to put all these answers
All
in
three
one
answers.
comment session so that it will be very easy for us to select the winner. Yes. So I will drop the questions right now. Yes. So the first question is can someone give us the first, please listen to all the three questions so that you can answer in one comment section. The first question is what is Reflow's Church Girls tagline? Reflow's Church Girls tagline. The second question is what does Reflow's Miss Candid stand for? What does she stand for? And the last question is that what was the color of the dress Reflow's Baby was wearing in the welcome back video? So the first person to get all these three questions correct, you go home with the prize. Thank you.
Why are you giving them easy questions?
Michi, your people, even if I give them easy questions, they still get it wrong. So, I mean,
Please put all your answers in one box, in one comment. Let's not fight on this live today, please.
okay, the first question, I'm not seeing any comments way later. The first question is Church Girls tagline. The second question is, no, the second question is what Miss Candid stands for. And the third one is the color of Barbie's dress in the welcome back video. So
Okay.
these are the three questions. Someone answered, but she's wrong because her second answer is wrong. Their tagline is different
Yeah.
from what they stand for. Yes.
We are waiting. Let me see. The way everybody was typing fast, fast, fast. Now, they are not typing fast. So, but beating is perfect. Talking to them doesn't always work. Oh, don't do that. Beating is not good. Once a while, that one there, especially these
Once a
stubborn
while, but
boys.
beating them every
Once a
day.
while, but even that, it should be in the extreme case.
Yeah.
Something that the child did that probably could have hurt them or could have been fatal. Something, you know. Who got an answer? I wore something and all my feathers are falling out.
Oh.
I'm literally shedding. Okay, well, I guess the new comments. Margaret says she didn't get the question. Is there a way we can type over here?
Okay. Let me see. Um, uh,
It doesn't have like a comment.
check.
It does. It should.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can repeat the questions. So the first one is no,
Let's go tagline.
pay attention. So okay, I can sorry. So so let me just drop the questions. So the first one is what is Reflow's Church Girls tagline? The second one is what does misconduct stand for? And the third one is what was the color of the dress Barbie wore in the Welcome Back video? So the tagline of Church Girl, what misconduct stands for, and the dress of Barbie in the Welcome Back video. These are the three questions. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And in the next 4 minutes, we should have the winner. Um,
Really, you enjoy master.
yes.
I'm sure you come and take over from this maths and science quiz lady. She's been there forever, miss. See,
Oh.
there's dignity in doing it, right? JG, no.
Okay, so I'll repeat the question again.
Hey,
But before then, let me repeat it. Reflow's Church Girls tagline, what
mm-hmm.
Miss Candid stands for, and the color of Barbie's dress in the Welcome Back video. These are the questions. And please, you have to note that their tagline is different from what they stand for. So if you give me the taglines of these two people, automatically you are wrong. Yes, if you give me the tagline of um Chet Girl, fine, but the tagline of Miss Candid is not the same thing as what she stands for. No. So please take note.
Really, I think Catherine is it Catherine or Florence. Put all answers in one comment, please. One, two, three answers.
Michi, I thought you said the questions are um
I thought someone got it right. Catherine. What did you say?
you you said the questions were easy. You see they cannot even answer it.
Yeah, that's true. Because last 2 weeks questions, I was actually searching for the answers myself whilst I was on the line with you. Today it's
Oh,
quite simple. Yeah, you took it easy on
but
all
they
of
are
us
not
today.
getting it. But you see, they are not. That's one thing about exams. The easiest one tricks you all the time.
Right.
Yes. Yes, I've typed the question. Yeah.
the questions, and it should be able to be in the comments or something. I don't want to go and press anything that will go
No,
off.
you see, finding yourself worth as a woman is not really what. Yes,
She stands
that's
for
not
her.
what she stands for.
Hey, you guys, 4 minutes show. I'm sure it's like 3 minutes left.
No, even the word candid itself is not really about finding your self worth. Of course, every woman has the mandate to find that. They are not watching the videos, so
You guys, so you didn't you did go and watch right now and come back in with the
because
answer
the 500 cities there you will win, oh, but you will not win it just for on a silver platter. No, things that you acquire
there.
easily.
Mrs.
Oh,
Paris. Let's get to Mrs. Paris. Um, comment. Oh,
yeah. Kenny, can you put all in one comment section? Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to select you.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cold. Hi.
Yes. God, Risa, you cannot have it. You got it, but you cannot have it because you already won before. So
I think Risa is just coming to put her paw in the comment section and run away. Risa, that's not nice. You are giving her paw. If it was you, they won't give you.
she got it though, but she's won before, so it's a problem.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm frozen.
Yes,
I can only see my big nose on the screen.
I can't see you. There is
Oh,
nothing doing
yeah,
this
call came
right.
through and that was it.
Things they are. Okay, so
Somebody.
I think my the difference in doing it, some other saying things as they are. White and black, but white and black. Okay, so Magdalena Brown sent the right answer first before Margaret. So sorry, Margaret. Next week, hopefully, you will have it.
Madeline, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So Madeline
That's
Brown is the
true.
winner for today's session. Thank you.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
So send us a DM on Instagram, then we can pick it from there.
Please send me my 10% because I'm not doing this weekend without some of your 500.
Yes. So, Michi, any final words? Then I just say my final words, and we just end today's session.
Congrats, Madeline. You go ahead with your final words.
Okay. All right. Sure. So, thank you very much all for being here with us. And today's session was great. Thank you for contributing and all that. And as usual, this is Reflow's brand, and you can contact us on 055-111-1169, or you can send us a DM across all social media platforms. Yes, if in case you want bulk purchase, and now we are you can find some of our products at China Mall, Wager Branch, Painters, and yes, in various shops and all that. But in case you are finding it difficult to get our products, just call us or send us a DM, and the number again is 055-111-1169. So I'll urge you all to go and be the change you want to see in the society today. If not you, then who? No one else. So just go and be the change you want to see. It starts from you. And have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Lily.